understand there was a game just played, but I want to talk about something that's more important, which is what we have going on with one of our members of our team right now, and Matt Araiza. It is a situation that is extremely serious. Just hard to go through, and it's not a situation that I or we take lightly whatsoever, and it's very serious. I understand the sensitivity of the situation, and it's clear we have work to do to continue to figure this thing out here, and we're going to do that. Again, I'm not going to get into who Matt is and his character and all that type of stuff. I don't think that's right now. I can tell you this, my heart and thoughts and prayers go out to the people involved, right? And that includes Matt, and includes both sides here, and the victim and everyone involved. Our prayers go out to them. And again, it's not a situation we take lightly. I'm hurt. I understand they're hurt, and it's emotional. It's not easy to hear about some of the things that I've heard about over the last several hours, say, and haven't slept a lot, to be honest with you, because this is a game, but there's other things that are more important than this.
What's good with it, YouTube world? It's Jay Coffee Talk. Back again with another one, man. We got an update into the punt god, Matt Araiza. Wicked, disturbing allegations against him, of gang violating a 17-year-old high school girl. This allegedly all happened at a San Diego State University party, where he was the punter. And I don't even know what to say about all this one, man. We hear Coach McDermott speaking out about this, and jump in the comments, guys. Are you surprised that we didn't get really anything more than a no comment, or a glorified no comment where, hey, at this time, we don't really know what to say, or I'm not going to say much, or something to that effect, as it's like, what the fuck, I'm kind of surprised to see McDermott go into length a bit there, as, before we continue to talk about the punt god, or I don't know if people are going to stop calling him that based on this stuff. Emotions are swirling. A lot of people feel very differently about this. On Bill's Twitter, it's all anyone's talking about. We did a brief live last night. Try to do our best, but we were having some technical issues and stuff like that. Shout out to everyone who pulled up and kicked it with us. We were going over this, and it's just like, man, we all know my Bills are primed for another Super Bowl push. You know what I'm saying? It's Super Bowl or bust. We're one of the best, most talented teams in the NFL. And McDermott is a positive dude. You know what I mean? Like a great coach. What him and the GM, Big Baller Bean, Brandon Bean, brought to the Bills really helped change the culture of the team for the greater good, in a positive way. And something that I talk about all the time with this team is that these dudes are like a family. You know what I mean? The morale is high. Everyone's got each other's back, etc. And, preseason just ended. We're inching closer towards the first game of the season, where we take on the defending champions, which definitely got to get into talking about, some of that stuff. The Jordan Poyer situation looks like it's going to be a good ending to that. We know we need Poyer and Hyde. He's out there at practice today with the red non-contact jersey, which is good. But it's like our team is a real team, Again, team spirit, morale is high. And then this news breaks, and it's just like, what in the fuck, But McDermott said what he said. He didn't shy away from the media. But for real, let's talk about this. Like it's splitting Bill's Mafia and Bill's Twitter. You know, a lot of people right away are like, you gotta cut this guy. He's gotta go. This is a mess. This is very disturbing stuff. You know, then a lot of people are speaking out and saying, hey, innocent till proven guilty. You know, why do these civil allegations hit at this time? You know, and for those who are just kind of finding out about this situation, you know, it just became official that he is going to be the team's punter, as we had another punter hack. You know what I mean? And they were battling it out in the preseason for the starting punting job, which again, I know a lot of people are like, all this over a damn punter. It's a punter. Who gives a fuck, you know? But I mean, hey, you can always add talent at any position. Let's not trip. You know, the little things matter. Special teams matters. And, you know, the punt god is known to kick 80-plus yard punts like it's nothing. And, you know, there's a lot of crazy highlights of him in college, too, punting the ball 85 yards, then gunning down the field and making tackles on the return man and everything. It's been crazy, you know. But back to what I was saying, a lot of people are like, so he officially gets the job. He's getting this signing bonus. He got a $3.88 million 4-year deal. And then all of a sudden these civil allegations hit. What's that all about? You know, a lot of people, that makes them very skeptical, suspicious of all this, you know. And a lot of people were saying, well, hey, if criminal charges were filed and everything, why are we only hearing about this from a civil side of things? What happened to the criminal case, you know? And then there's allegations that the university helped cover this all up. It's just a big mess. It's very disturbing stuff. I don't know, you know, I'm definitely not trying to stick up for this guy at all, but we do indeed have the justice system. It's like, which is innocent till proven guilty. I don't know. I don't really know what to make of this. But my question to a lot of people was, do you think the Bills walk away from this guy and cut him just right away off the rip just because of the mess of all this, or what? You know, it's like, it's very tricky. Like I said, it's really, in a sense, dividing the fan base, where when people are questioning this, if there is an ulterior motive, if he could be innocent, other people, you know, who may have experienced horrible things in their life similar to this are sharing their experiences and saying, hey, you know, it takes them back to a horrible place where they're like, oh, people didn't believe me, or they tried to cover this up, or whatever. You know, it's just so messy and so crazy, and I really don't know what to make of it or say of it. Again, you know, I don't support any kind of wickedness at all. You know, anyone who watches my platform knows this. You know what I'm saying? I do want to say like one thing though, before I want to say one thing, and then I want to share a comment with you that someone made on the original video I made about this. If some of the things that we're hearing regarding this case, as far as what the police did, you know, while pursuing criminal charges in this case, is true, it should be very easy to determine if Araiza really did do this foul, nasty-ish. You know what I mean? Because reportedly in the news, and what we heard reports of from the police involvement, supposedly, allegedly, however you want to put it, the police had the alleged victim, however you want to refer to him. Again, I hate the semantics and, you know, trying not to offend anyone. You know, and some people say, hey, nah, fuck that. Who cares? Don't worry about who you offend. But in wicked situations like this, you know, I really do try to mind my P's and Q's, and want to make it clear that, you know, if this dude did do this, not only does he not deserve to be in the NFL and a member of my favorite football team, he deserves to be in jail, prison, you know, if this is indeed true. But reportedly, the police had the victim or alleged victim get on the phone, make phone calls that were being recorded while she was right in the police station. And reportedly, Araiza on a phone call said, hey, you might need to go get tested. You might have to clap, which is so even more disgusting, you know, that he would violate a young girl and infect her with the disease if this is true. But and then, word is she said some other things, probably under directions from the police in a more direct manner, that if he said it, it would like make it would be directly like him admitting to guilt, period. Which if he said that about the STD thing, I would imagine that would be admitting to it. But I guess she said something more clearly, like tying in everything from the night where they were, etc. And it was like Matt Araiza reportedly became suspicious or might have peeped what was going on and said, "This is Matt Araiza. I don't know what you guys are talking about." You know what I mean? And then reportedly, obviously, there was the examination in the kit. And there was just other things that the police did that, you know, that were indicated in the original reports, that if this is indeed all true and the police will release this, to the individuals involved in pursuing this civil suit, it will clearly show, these things, if they really do exist, will really be proof, at least enough proof from a civil side of things to show that he did indeed do this foul stuff. And if that it does indeed happen, I'm sure the Bills will get rid of him, because we're not looking at this from a criminal side of things as far as just talking about it. We're talking about if he did do this, he shouldn't be on the team, But again, that's a big question a lot of people have regarding all this, the criminal investigation, the civil investigation. I don't know. Like, again, guys, I'm not trying to offend anyone. I'm just trying to kind of cover everything that's going on here. And as always, I urge everyone to please get in the comments. Let me know your thoughts, your take, your opinion. If you're new over here to the J Coffee Talk platform, that's what we do. We talk music, news, sports, current events, life, and much more. And I always want to know what the people have got to say. That's what it's all about. So please get active in them comments. A bit of an update. He was not at the final preseason game last night, or he may have been there. I don't believe he took the field. So who was punting then? Did we just not punt? As we know, we were so good last year. There were some games we didn't punt at all. We were just going out there going for it on fourth down. Josh Allen and the offense was clicking on some flawless type ish. And, just a couple of days prior to these reports coming out, Josh Allen had made a statement in the media like, hey, we may have the punt god, but we want him to be the holder god, as far as the only thing he'll be doing is holding for our field goal kicker. You know what I mean? Because we're going to be that aggressive and that much better than we already were on offense. You know what I'm saying? And he also was not at practice today. So currently, I don't know what's going to happen with this. I don't know if the Bills are going to cut him, but technically right now he still is a Buffalo Bill. In situations like this, things get even trickier when you bring in, the NFLPA, the Players Union and stuff like that. Like it's, I don't know. I don't know what to make of it. I do want to share this comment with you guys, though. Someone said, and this is from my original video where I spoke about this, where I was just kind of reacting to this news in real time. I was taking in the reports of what was being put out there, and just kind of thinking out loud and reacting to this, and how much of a disturbing situation it is. And it says, it's obvious you have some sort of bias towards they said punter god. It's the punt god. Considering you didn't afford him the same kind of defense and support that you did with Watson, what makes you discount the 24 women with Watson but believed every word from the alleged victim in the punt god case? Now, to respond to this, because again, guys, you could go watch that video. I'm just kind of thinking out loud, reacting to it in real time once again, as this was, when I first heard of this news, I just hit record and said, hey, let's record and let's get this out there to the people and say what they got to say with the Deshaun Watson case. And again, I'm not saying the punt god is guilty, just reacting out loud to this. But the Deshaun Watson case, it was always very confusing to me. Like it was like seemingly came out of nowhere. There was a lot of odd things with the attorney and the FBI investigating the attorney, who was representing a lot of these women for extortion. And it was just like, again, I'm never saying that I thought Deshaun Watson was 100% innocent, but things trended that way. And, then they didn't, where we saw criminal charges not be put out. Then later things started looking pretty weird again when we started seeing certain things come out from the depositions and stuff like that. And we know at the end of the day, he's now suspended 11 games. With the Punt God situation, when you originally take in the news, it just all sounds bad, disgusting, disturbing, wicked, bad, and even worse. Not that the information in the Deshaun Watson situation didn't, like, this is crazy to be comparing two situations of women being violated. You know what I mean? It's like the last thing I want to do. So I'm probably just going to leave it alone. I don't even know why I brought that comment into this, but listen, I think the vast majority of the public, of society, is going to say, "Fluck an individual who did some ish like this," and I don't know, things get tricky with all this. We're just going to have to wait back and see what happens, guys. I'm just probably going to cut this video right here. I just wanted to get an update out there regarding all this. Again, the Punt God still technically is a Buffalo Bill. We heard the coach talk about it. We'll have to wait back and see what happens. But I thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure to sub up to the channel. Join the discussion. Let's talk. What do you think's going to happen? Do you think the Punt God will get sent his walking papers or not? And I don't know. We're going to dig into as well, like I said, and try to do more, get down to the bottom of things in this situation. But just want to know everyone's thoughts at the moment and what you think is to come. I'm up out of here, guys. It's Jay Coffee Talk signing out. Peace.